Okay, we're live. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. Um, uh, really am. Tonight is going to be something. I feel kind of nervous because I'm going to be talking about this book I started writing almost 10 years ago that I finally finishing up. So I'm going to go over that tonight. A new book that we got coming out. Um, Also, what we now have merchandise. If you hadn't, I'll show you the shirt. I guess I can stand up. You can see the shirt. So we have the Appliance Bootcamp shirts now. Um, I'll put if the link is in the description. If you would like to purchase a shirt, uh, now I'll put a link right here in the actual chat too, so you can actual if you would like to actually order the shirts, I'm gonna put it in the actual chat. That's if you want to order the shirts. That's the link to order the actual shirts. What I want to do, help get the word out about all the entrepreneur opportunities that come with appliance repair, and get the word out about appliance boot camp. So if you purchase the shirts, let me see if I can get a better look at the shirt. Here we go. If you purchase the shirt, just wear it out there. Be and be proud to wear Appliance Boot Camp shirt, and it gives you it's an icebreaker. So somebody asks you what's Appliance Boot Camp, you can actually tell them about all the entrepreneur opportunities that come through appliance repair, and you can actually spread the word to help us get the word out a lot more. Like I say, sometimes I think that it's not we might not be getting out as far with the word. So this will actually help us get the word out a little bit more, and people see it. And especially if you're gonna come out to the Atlanta mini camp, talk to Reggie with Encompass. I think right now they got confirmed 100 people already. So come on out. Remember, the Atlanta mini camp that day is actually free. The only thing you will have to pay for if you want the online appliance boot camp. But any and everybody can come to the actual Atlanta mini camp. I will be there. I will also be bringing my ice cream. I see Reggie got food trucks there. They got other people teaching there. They're gonna have a schematic class, a seal system class, SSG. That's another appliance training school down in Atlanta. She'll be there teaching. It's gonna be a great day to come on out and it'd be a great start of the summer. So come on out. Like I say, that's free for everybody to come. I love to see you all. If you purchase one of the shirts, I'll put the link in the description again. You can click on that link right there at the bottom, and if the link is also in the description, you buy one of these shirts, I'll send it out to you. We got a bunch of them. I have the shirts down there too. If somebody wants to purchase a shirt, and like I say, I feel just as much pride wearing this shirt as I would any college or university shirt that's out there. And like I say, it's a great icebreaker and conversation starter to talk to the younger folks and talk to just about anybody about the opportunities that's available in appliance repair. So we got the merchandise now. Right now we have just this. We have just the brown. I got other colors coming. I got other merchandise coming. We have hats and everything else coming. Be on the lookout. That's our online store, and we're gonna have a lot more stuff coming this summer and going forward that you can get. Also, the book. Let me put a link. The book is going on pre-sale. So if you would like to get the book is going on pre-sale. The book will be out next month. Uh, the name of the book is How to Start an Appliance Business, Appliance Repair Business, The Blueprint. That's the name of the book. This book right here, we'll go ahead and get into it. This book right here, man, I've been toting this book right here for many years. And I wrote the book many years ago. And it's funny with the I wrote it, and I always wanted to publish it, but I never could catch the name or anything. It just something told me to write it, but I just could never publish it. I had showed it to JT one time, and JT was pushing me to publish it. And the name we had came up with a name, but it still just didn't feel right for me. It still didn't feel right for me, the name. And I kept holding on to it. So now it's time to birth this book. The name I was going to call it a long time ago, I was going to call it like the one man service shop, and I was going to have this guy on there kind of looking like an Inspector Gadget, where he got all these different tools and a typewriter, a phone, and just show him trying to be wearing all the different hats and stuff that we have to wear as a one man service shop. So that's why I was gearing the book towards for many years. But it's funny how the universe is. The universe, it forced me to write it, and all this is just a blueprint to Appliance Bootcamp. It forced me to write it. I wrote it, but it just wasn't ready for it. It just wasn't ready for me to release it, and I never felt like I needed to release it. So so I've held on to it, and I've taken it with me everywhere. Uh, and now it's time for it to go. So now I'm actually taking this month coming up. It should be get released on the 23rd. So I'm taking from now to the 23rd, and I'm just writing it. I'm just typing it all out. It's already written. It's been written for years. I'm just typing it out. And this is something else too that's crazy. Uh, like I say, I tell people these things, and then I feel embarrassed about them because like I say, I don't want nobody to think that I'm crazy. But what I have here, I have about 10 pages that I wrote out, and I peeked in a little bit, and it's dated. Let me see here. 01/13/2010. So what happened 10 years ago, I wrote down goals I wanted to accomplish before I turned 50, and I put them here, and as you can see, I stapled all the pages so I couldn't go back and see them. And so when I turned 50, I was gonna come back and rip that open and see if I accomplished those goals. So I have forgotten pretty much I've forgotten a lot of it that I wrote on there. Some of the stuff I know I have hit and got, but I'll be 50 coming up in November, and 50. I'm wondering if I want to rip that open and read it, or do I just want to wait and just let it keep going? And at the end of the book right here, do me another 10 pages of where I want to be at by the time I'm 75. But I've done that. What I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to read you all the first chapter of the book, so you all can see, and you can go order. You can pre-order the book. The first chapter of this book, like I say, I've written this book a long time ago, before I even knew the Appliance Bootcamp was going to come. Before before I knew the blueprint, it's amazing how you all. I think DCNF was the first person to say the blueprint, and how that just stuck, and even the cover from the actual our logo and everything. All of it just came to where it's at now, to the point now where it's just so it has taken over and became so much larger than me. Other thing too, before I get going, if you hadn't already, please go over to Solid Steps of Wealth and Miss Ward channel, and look at the content she's putting out right now. These last week or so, Miss Ward is on another level with her content. I've been honest. Her content, her interviews, and all that stuff is on another level. If you go over to Solid Steps of Wealth and see that interview she done with her and James, that's next level stuff that she done there. I don't know how long she's gonna keep it up, that video, but I advise to go look at that video and download it and save it before she takes it off. because the information that she's giving out and putting out there in that video, where she done a live consulting with James. James is the young man that they called last Thursday. If you go there and see that, man, she gives a lot of game, and they're doing great things over there. Tech the Titans are doing great things over there. Go over there and see that. I saw Bianca on there. Oh man, I love that. I love when Bianca started, to see her transition, and then to see her do that interview and stuff. Man, it's go over there and see the videos that Miss Ward has put out. She is really putting out some. She's in her groove right now. She's putting some good stuff out there. So if you hadn't already, go check that out. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to read first chapter and a half of my book. Like I say, it's a link in the description. If uh, if you would like to pre-order the book, you can pre-order it. If you would like to get shirts, you can order the shirts. We'll ship the shirts to you. I also have the shirts down in Atlanta. We're gonna be in Atlanta on April the 23rd, at 775 Tipperton Industrial Drive, Suite F. It's Lawrenceville, Georgia, but I'm saying Atlanta. But we'll be down there. So come on out and see us. Appliance Alliance is going to be there. We have a strong base of alumni down in Atlanta. So you will see a lot of the people that call in and stuff. You will see them there. They will be there. And like I say, I'm bringing not only the appliance boot camp, I'm bringing old fashioned ice cream and stuff. So I have my ice cream there. I'm even looking to bring my actual popcorn machine and stuff down there to show you all how that works, and just get out there and have fun, so everybody can see all the stuff we do. All right. So once again, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And like I say, this I wrote many years ago, and it's funny that all this now I'm actually putting this book out, and like I say, you can get this book pre-ordered. Now, it should be done by the end of it will be done by the end of April. Okay, this is my foreword and my introduction to my book. All right, so sorry, but you are here we go. We're gonna get started. Sorry, but you are being laid off. This was the third time within 2 years. I was prepared this time. In reality, I had laid myself off about 6 months earlier. I felt relieved. I was now totally free to work on building my own company. I was newly married, new homeowner, and a new father, and was an engineer in the middle of the dot-com burst. I had been laid off 2 times before. I was out of work for almost a year. I had offered to work for free, hoping to prove my worth to a company. One of my best friends had even taken me out for a night on the town, just to be ended up at a prayer meeting with a group of guys in a circle asking God to give me a job. This time I walked out of my cubicle, proud. My manager asked me what I plan to do. That I would probably get a call back to work after the new year. They always laid people off at the end of the year. I told him I was going to start an appliance repair business. He told me not to do it. It was too risky. There's no money in appliance repair business. What he didn't know was by this time I was running service calls. Before coming to work, at lunch, after work, I was making more money in 2 days than I was making in 2 weeks as a test engineer. I packed up my office that morning and never looked back. Okay. About 2 years later, I got an email from my old manager. He told me how proud he was of me, that he had got laid off shortly after me. Unlike me, he was caught flat-footed. He thought he could find immediate employment, but he hadn't found anything in almost a year. He was now enrolled in a plumbing program at a local community college. and was planning to follow in my footsteps and starting a service company. By this time, I was booked solid, working every day. I had no idea that we were in a so-called recession, and what I was doing was anything special. As the years went by, I have met many men that was in that spot, in that spot, laid off without a plan. I have given them an opportunity to learn a trade, a new lease on life. I still speak to them occasionally. We often laugh about how much we are enjoying life, working at our own pace, making an honest living. That's who this book is for. Middle-aged men and women looking for that kiss. Keep it simple, stupid life. Most guys I've met and helped are, it's crazy that I wrote this down, 35 to 50 years old, and realize that the illusion of climbing the corporate ladder isn't appealing anymore. They no longer want to go to work 60 hours a week, fight the morning commute, and live in paycheck to paycheck. They don't want employees, just peace of mind. That's when I come in and show them my system. Usually within 6 months to a year, they are living the KISS life. Okay. Over the next couple of chapters, I will give you my system. It's a very simple system that's that can that if used in that can be used in any service company, HVAC, plumbing, cleaning, electrical, and etc. If you follow my plan, you can make an honest living. Currently, 80,000 to 100,000 plus in 2017. So this is I wrote this in 2017. In 2017, in Clayton, North Carolina, as technology as a one-man shop. I leverage technology and age-old, tried and proven business tactics. Thanks for allowing me to show my system with you, for sharing my system with you. And then I signed my name, Mike Smith. So that was 2017 when I I wrote this book. And it's funny, I wrote down the 35 to 50-year-old. That's about the age of everybody who's coming through appliance boot camp. Uh, it's about the time 6 months to a year when people quitting their job. And it's funny how I wrote this book out, and it goes. So I'm going to read a little bit more. Okay. After getting laid off for the second time within 6 months and not being able to find work uh, within almost a year, I was sick and tired of being sick and tired, begging for a job. I had graduated from college, worked as an engineer, and I couldn't work for free. And I couldn't even work for free. I had just built a new house and would walk around the neighborhood to try and clear my mind in the afternoons when my wife returned home from work. I would speak to the contractors building homes and their workers. Most had only finished high school. A lot of them could not speak English. Was making more money than I had ever made, and they were mad because they hadn't taken a day off in almost a year. It was the beginning of the housing boom, and it was a major shortage of trade workers when I was in trade workers. When I was in high school, they offered VICA, Vocational Industrial Clubs of America. This is where you can learn trades while in high school. We had brick mason, auto mechanics, and residential wiring. I had taken residential wiring while in high school. My teacher, Mr. Eden, allowed me to work afternoons, weekends, and summers in his electrical company. I cannot express how grateful I was for this opportunity. I have told him if it wasn't for him, for what he taught me, I don't know where my family would be today. I knew how to wire houses, and I asked a few contractors if I could wire some houses for them. I was able to get my electrical license. Uh, they said yes, but during that time, they only offered the test a few times out of the year, and the next test wasn't until next year. That was the day. You gotta excuse me, I can't hardly read my writing. That was the day the entrepreneur bug bit me. I decided right then and there I was going to start a business, and the burden of not having a job was lifted instantly. Another funny thing happened. Now that I was no longer stressed about finding a job, I received a job offer as an engineer. I took the job. but I was taking it to buy time until I got my electrical license. Now I was totally immersed in getting my electrical license and starting my own business. I had gotten approval from the state um, and had started studying and reading anything I could find about business. One day, my wife and I were in the grocery store, and I was reading a magazine called Small Business, and it had a list of the best small businesses to start. Behold, the top business appliance repair. I almost fainted. I had repaired appliances while in college for Sears. I had done it for 3 years and knew it inside and out. I no longer had to wait until I passed the electrical test to start my business. I could start now. I went to Office Max and brought some yellow printing paper. And I went out that Sunday morning to several neighborhoods. I had a little Ford Ranger. I sat on the back tailgate. My wife drove throughout the neighborhoods with our newborn son beside her. I would put the flyers on people's mailboxes and doors. By the time we got back home, I had several messages on my answering machine of people wanting repairs. I made an appointment for 7 to 8 a.m., lunch, and 5 p.m. until Monday through Friday, and all day on Saturday. I would go out in the mornings and I would go out in the morning and lunch to diagnose calls, get a service call fee, buy parts needed after work, and go back buy parts needed after work and go back from 5 until to complete the repairs. So what I was doing back then, I had to be at work at like at 8:30, 9 o'clock. I would go to the person's house on the way to work at 7 o'clock, diagnose the problem. They give me half the money up front because I didn't have money to buy parts. They give me half the money up front. At lunchtime, I go out and I tell them I'll be back that afternoon around 5 o'clock. I go out at lunchtime, diagnose a problem. They give me half the money up front, and I tell them I'll be back that afternoon. I go that afternoon. I would actually go to the supply house as soon as I got off work, buy the parts, and then I would go back to the customer house and finish the repair, and they'll pay me the remaining money. So that's the way I done it. All right. Now I go back the afternoon, complete the repairs to get the remaining money, and that's what I tell you all: do 1 or 2 stops per day, and that's how I done it. And that was before I had the third party warranty companies and stuff like that. Um, I was now in business, making more money in 2 days than I was bringing home in 2 weeks as an engineer. Every morning, I would see all the contractors going to the job sites on their trucks, and I was heading to my cubicle. I started to hate my job. It was costing me money now. I wanted to quit, but I thought it would be irresponsible, especially considering how long I had been unemployed and the financial hardship it had put on my young family. I had by now passed the electrical test, so I had passed the electrical test. I had my electrical license, and money is no longer a problem. It is now Thanksgiving. I'm able to host it for my family, and that was such a milestone. So what happened up until then, I had been laid off for like a year, so I didn't even know if we were gonna be able to keep our house or anything. Now I started my appliance repair business is jumping, and now I'm hosting all my family at my house for the holidays, and it was just a big celebration. I went all the way out, and everybody was worried. You just started back to work, and I'm happy because my business is jumping, and I don't, as we used to say back then, I don't set it out. I don't set it out for everybody for the holidays. Okay. All right. There was no doubt in my mind by that time that I couldn't support my family from my business. Um, then I go back to work after the holidays, and guess what? They're having layoffs. Everyone was looking sad around the office except me. I was happier than a kid in Christmas. I packed up my cubicle within a box and headed outdoors. My manager tried to talk to me. I was starting a business, but I was done with the corporate America. I never filled out another job application or updated my resume again. Now I have received many job offers, and I've worked as a consultant for a few companies, but I never filled out an application, set a resume in, or even reported to a cubicle. They mostly email me questions or ask me to fly out to a job site for a day or two, and then I'm done for a couple of years. Anyway, when I got home from after getting laid off, my wife was scared to death. Her mom and my mom were concerned. If I was able, I was told for years that I was told for years that you need to have a job. What are you doing? What are you going to do about retirement, health insurance? Over the years, I was able to answer those questions and plenty more, and retire at the age of 30. And so that's where I'm starting off with my book. And then from there, I got man, I everything, the third party warranty, everything about Appliance Bootcamp. It's funny how the universe is. I wrote it many years ago. They tell you, uh, to write it down, make it simple and plain so anybody can do it. And I'm telling you, that stuff worked. I wrote it down, and it came through. And I'm just following my blueprint that I wrote out many years ago. And I kind of do that too, just to show that this wasn't something. Appliance boot camp is not something that I've done just to get some money and whatnot. This stuff, this is my life that I put into this. This is my life I put into this. So I'm not surprised that we get the results and stuff that we have. I'm not surprised when I'm not surprised about anything that's happening. Now the magnitude that is happening on that sometimes surprises me and it get overwhelming. But as far as how it works and stuff, none of that surprises me because, like I say, I wrote this book, 10 years before I even before YouTube even came about. This was no, this was before YouTube anything about no YouTube was out. I think this was I started this. I started writing this book before 2010. That might even been before Facebook. I think I don't know. But So that's where we at. If you would like to get a pre-order of this book, um, I'll put the link right here in the description. This is if you want to order the book, you can pre-order the book right here. That's to get the book right there. It's going to be on Amazon. You'll be able to get a hard copy, or you can get the digital copy. And if you would like to get one of these shirts that I'm wearing, you can get one of these right here too. So I'll give you, and this is the link for the actual shirt. So that's my book that I'm writing. So that got me consumed for the next 2 weeks. I've read some of. We have a poetry society that meets at the ice cream parlor every the fourth Thursday, fourth Friday of every month, and they read their books and they do poetry and that stuff, open mic. So I gave them, I read to them first on Friday some of my book because I wanted to get their reaction to it prior to me coming on the internet, and I didn't want to make no butt about myself. And I got good reviews for the ones that looked that read it and so much they liked it. And like I say, this right here is all it is just the written version of the Appliance Bootcamp. Everything I've done for Appliance Bootcamp is in this book right here. I've taken this book with me all across the world. this book has this book right here has been all across the world with me. Every time we went someplace, I grabbed this book and I would write. I would write, and I would write. I would read it, and I would think about publishing it. Now I couldn't figure out. It just didn't feel right to publish it then. It just didn't feel right, and now it just feels. It feels. It's like giving birth, and I'm completing it. This right here is going to be the first. I'm doing it as a series. This is the first of the Blueprint series. So what you're going to get first, you're getting the Appliance Boot Camp. how to start an appliance repair business, the blueprint. After this one, you'll get the ice cream parlor, how to start an ice cream parlor business, the blueprint. So everything I do is going to be into a blueprint series, kind of like when you see like the how to write units for dummies. It's gonna be like the for dummies series, but it's gonna be the blueprint series. All my little businesses that I do. And shout out to my ice cream parlor. We landed a huge contract with a major company up in North Hills, Raleigh. They're a high end company. They're a bakery, and they actually now ordering our ice cream, and they're actually carrying the ice cream within their store. And I talked to the owners. I took them samples, and they came by a sample of my ice cream, and I didn't hear anything for a while from them. And they emailed me back, and they told me it was the best ice cream they had. And people tell you that, and then they tell you we can't wait to get it in our stores and whatnot. And they were buying ice cream from a company that make pretty good ice cream. So they told me they can't wait to get it in there. And sometimes you think people are just telling you that. But when we made our first delivery today, I saw it. They were they was waiting on it. Not only the owners, but the employees were too. They were like, man, we got it. Everybody was happy. They had already cleaned out the coolers of the old ice cream. They didn't have no ice cream because they said they won't buy it anymore. They were gonna bring mine, and that made me feel so well to see that, hey, they really truly liked our ice cream, was looking forward to it, to the fact that when we left, they were at the employees and the owners and stuff were scooping ice cream to eat right then and there. So it was wonderful. So I told them what I'm doing. Not only I have them, I have two other companies that wants to start buying my ice cream. I'm gonna actually wait and make sure that everything is working good, and then I'll add them onto our website where you have different locations where you can go buy taste our ice cream. So we're getting our website and all that stuff done. So everything is moving along great, moving along great. And like I say, without you all at Appliance Bootcamp, the ABC alumni, none of this stuff would be possible. None of this stuff would be possible. You all, uh, uh, you all are the inspiration for me to keep moving. Um, to actually go out here and actually continue to thrive in business and stuff, especially with the appliance repair business and stuff. You all, we're in good hands. We're in good hands with the alumni, with the appliance repair business. It's not. We got so many alumni that can teach how to start an appliance repair business now. So now you can go to any of the alumni if they've been there doing it for a year or more. They can tell you easily how to start an appliance repair business. So the industry now is changing. I had a conversation this weekend. The industry is changing. It's no longer going to be where you're going to have one company got 30 technicians. You know, it's just not going to be that way. It's going. We're in a somewhat of what we call a gig economy. So if you're in a kind of like a gig economy, you're going to have a lot more smaller. You're going to have a lot more smaller independent business owners, and that's good too because it's good for the customers. That was one of the things. If you look at history, that was one of the things that the North done found out with the South. In the North, you had a lot more small independent farms. So it wasn't like the South where you had these massive plantations and one family owns the whole town. So if you come here now, you still one or two families own the whole town. A lot of times you get in the South. Up north, you had a bunch of small independent farms, and those independent farms were independent thinkers, and a lot more times they're a lot more progressive than the South was. The South, whoever the man who owned the most land and the big plantation, he made decisions for everybody. Education wasn't as good in the South as it was in the North because of that. Because the only person who really got educated and done well was the plantation owner versus the North, where everybody pretty much was thriving and doing well. And so that's the same thing that's happening into this business. In this business, now we're seeing a lot of growth in this appliance repair business in the last 2 years. In the last 2 years, the growth is coming from y'all new people coming in, and coming out of corporate America, coming out of manufacturing, coming out of the military. Like, they don't put millions of dollars into educating you all and systems and processes, and you all are bringing all that training and dumping it into this appliance repair field and blowing people away. And so with that doing that, y'all making the appliance repair field a whole lot better than what it was. It's a lot more diverse now, and I'm glad for you all doing that, and that's a direct reflection from the ABC alumni who's doing that, and they're doing great work. So, and like I say, if you would like to purchase a shirt, I would like for you all to purchase a shirt. And like I say, the shirt, I want to get ABC out a little bit more, but it also gives like an icebreaker. So when somebody asks you, "What's that appliance boot camp?" You went to boot camp? No, you can tell them now. You can tell the younger folks. You can tell the older folks about the opportunities that's in the appliance repair business and all the skilled trades. So it brings awareness back to the skilled trades and to the appliance repair business. All right, I'm gonna read a little bit what we got going on in the chat, and then I want to get ready to wrap this up and get out of here. I'm a terrible speller. I'm a terrible speller, so it takes. I'm okay typer, because I code it so much, but it takes me a long time to type, and typing this book out is a little bit more work than I thought. But good thing about it, I done when I was in engineering. I had to write out a lot of tech instructions and stuff. So I'm simple and straight to the point. There's not a lot of fluffing in that. So the book is going to be simple and straight to the point, easy to read. And if you get the book and couple it with appliance boot camp online, man, you good. You're good. It'd be everything you need. If you're somebody who already got an appliance, you already know how to repair appliances, and you just need the business structure of it. This book right here is what you need. So, all right, we're gonna read some of the stuff we got going on, and like I say, that's where you can get the actual t-shirts right there. All right, what's going on, BK from the Rockies? How you doing? Untamed Kango, howdy folks. Howdy Mike. Hey, how you doing? All right, they networking. Yep, that's where you can get the t-shirts. Engineering appliance repair. Nice shirt. Thanks, man. Like I say, if you want the shirts, you can get the link is in the description. Just click on that link, order the size you want, and I'll send them out to you. All right. What's up, Kurt? Uncle Mike and ABC. What's up? Nice merch. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, we got this merch. We have hats coming. We got all different size shirts and stuff. So please feel free to order some. This is the actual link to the actual book. If you want to pre-order the book, you can pre-order the book. Shaman oh 05 line. Salute the Grandmaster Mike and ABC family. Hey, how you doing? All right. Um, Brother Mike Sneedy. Not everyone thinks of writing a book, not to mention the instruction manual. You are truly brilliant. Yeah, like I said, I had thought about it. I started writing this book years and years ago. Like I said, this book right here, I've taken this book all across the world. Every time we go on vacation, I grab this book. And a lot of times, especially if we're going someplace that's going to be tropical, my wife and daughter, they don't like to go out until the sun comes down. So a lot of times, it will be my son and I will actually go out and early in the morning and be out at the pool, out at the beach or whatever uh, during the day. So while he's out there doing his thing, I actually will be writing that book. So that book is not say that, and not literally say this book has been all across the world. This book has been all across the world. Honestly, it's been all across the world. Uh, Ritter Jackson, I really appreciate all your effort in helping all of us on this side of the camera. I thank you, and you all, believe it or not, you all are giving so much more back on this side of the camera. Honest, you all are. Y'all giving me so much more back on this side of the camera. Miss Ward videos are freaking gold. The one she did with James, yeah, it was. It was. If you hadn't had a chance, go over to Solid Steps of Wealth and look at Miss Ward, especially that interview she done with James. That was next level stuff. Next level stuff. And like I say, uh, the people who come into appliance repair now, uh, they are killing it. They are killing it. You all are killing it. And I can't wait to see where y'all be at in the next 5, 10 years. Patrick Young, what's good, Mike? What's good, ABC fan? Hey, how you doing, Pat? Untamed Gang Tango. Miss Ward dropped forth tsunami. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. It was crazy. Like I said, she got in the groove this weekend, and she dropped some bangers this weekend. She was like what's it called, like no limit back in not yeah, no limit back in the days. It dropping the albums every 5 minutes. She was dropping one out. So it was good. Mr. O, Mike, how can I move towards high-end appliances like Sub-Zero, Thermador, Viking, etc.? How can I tap into that market more? You need to find out the zip codes that actually carry that market. What I would do, if you find an area that you're in, so if I'm here, if I want to do more of those high ends, I'm gonna be in North Raleigh, Cary, and Chapel Hill. So I will actually, once I go to one of those customer houses, I will actually get those customers to put me on, to recommend me on their Facebook community page or recommend me on next door to their friends and family, to their friends and families in that area. You can do it that way. You can call some of the high ends, Sub Zero. I don't. They usually hard to get in on them, but you can call someone because they limit who they let come into that. Everybody trying to become authorized service providers for Sub Zero, but you can reach out to maybe Viking and Thermodor and and ask them if you can become an authorized service provider. And what they'll do, they'll put your name on their website, and you give them your zip code. So when somebody call in and looking for somebody to fix that, they'll actually recommend you. But you'll have to do some of their warranty work. But doing warranty work for them is pretty good because the stuff that those people have out of warranty, they're going to keep it, and you can make a lot more money for it. Doing warranty works sometimes for some of the lesser brands like a Frigidaire or something like that might not be as lucrative because once they get all warranty, they not there's not much money people are willing to spend on it. But a Thermador or Viking, they be willing to spend that money on it that way. So you can do it. You can do that. You can also find out in those areas where those people live. You can actually start going to like they got a community at Flowers, Flower Plantation where I live at. Next in 2 months they have them there. They starting to do spring and they starting to do their spring and summer concert series or they're doing stuff for Easter and stuff. And what you do, you can actually sign up to be just a vendor. It might cost you $30, $40 just to go set your table up. And you just go set your table up and let them come. I used to do what they call. I kind of got it from Sears. I used to do at the events. I do Ask a Pro. So you you just go there and you just you have your uniform on and you just have your sign say Ask a Pro. I do appliance repair. Ask me about any appliance repair problems you have, and you'll be surprised at how many people will just come up to your table and ask you, say, hey, I got a dishwasher and it ain't cleaning, it's leaving spots on my on my dishes and stuff, and this. And at that time, that's when they're removing the phosphate out of the detergent. So I had the little printout, and I tell them, yeah, what happened? They removed the phosphate. That's the bonding agent that took the food out. You're gonna have to now have a rinse agent and do this. You just tell them about how to just tell them how the appliances work and little stuff like that, and give them your card. And you'd be surprised how many people come up. You'll be surprised how many people will come up there to your little table and just ask you about. If you go set up at these community events, just set your little table up and say, "Ask a pro," and have your uniform on. And just tell them you fix appliances. Any appliance, I answer any appliance problem you have. Have you some cards and stuff to give out. That you have a line of people coming up asking you stuff all the time. If you all have seen me live on camera where I'm out there at some event, and I'm not even set up to answer any questions about appliance repair. And y'all see the people come run me down and say, "Hey, you fix appliances. I need you right now. Come here." And they bring your stuff to fix. Y'all see that happen live on camera a lot. But yeah, these summer stuff they're gonna be doing the events they're gonna have in all the cities and stuff. Just pay you $30 or something, set you up a table, and have ask a pro sit down there and let them come ask you, and you can get in that way too. And many more things. I suggest also buy the book yourself solid, and start following some of that methods. All right. Quentin Hodge, hey Mike and ABC fam. All right, and go. I'll tell you what too, Mr. O. Go look at that video that Miss Ward done with James. She gave a lot of stuff. Business has changed. Business has changed so much. My business is a mature business, meaning I'm not out there having to, uh, to, to find customers and to grow. I'm matter of fact, I'm trying to scale my business now, so I'm not really looking for customers. So I don't have to go out and do all the stuff that do all the new stuff that people are doing to get customers. I came into the business the way you got customers. You try to put an A or a one or something like that in your name to get in the first pages of the yellow pages. The yellow pages are gone now, and so that's when I came into the business, and now my business is pretty much. I got all the work I want. I don't want to do nothing else. I got my business mature and I got all the work I want. I'm happy. But you all are coming in now, building your business on the back of social media and the internet and Google and all that. So a lot of that stuff, I'll be honest, a lot of that stuff I didn't have to deal with, and I don't deal with it now. But the people that you all are coming now, you all are now right in the middle of this, and you all know all those tricks. You all know all those tricks and stuff. So the alumni, they're in the middle of doing it, and the great thing about it, what makes ABC and makes this appliance repair business so well, it's kind of what Brian Tracy said. It's not like you go to college and you take a marketing course and you take it your sophomore year in college and you don't get a chance to really implement it till 8 years later. When you in a job when you finally get to do some marketing. The stuff that you learned back then don't work because the stuff that I've done marketing back then when I first got started, it necessarily a lot of that stuff don't work now. There's no yellow pages to worry about, no yellow pages. So what happens? You all are actually able to get advice and actually go out there tomorrow and implement it because you got a business and you can actually see what works and what doesn't work. You don't have to wait, and so you all are getting a better education, and you all I can see results almost immediately on what works and don't work. And so you all with business, you all are beasts in business because you all are out there doing it, and with the technology we have now, it's easy to book yourself out now. Back then it won't. Yellow pages didn't come out the yellow pages only came out every so often. So you had to wait till the next yellow pages. If I started a business now, I had to wait till the next yellow pages to get printed and get dispersed out to everybody before my name will be in there. And if they lost their book, you know, that was it. They lost my contact. Same thing. If some older people, they just loved. They had an old yellow page book. They wrote names and stuff in. They wouldn't use the new one. They'll throw the new one away and keep the old one because they had all their contacts they had wrote in there, and they didn't want to get rid of that old one because they had so much information in it. So even if you did become a new company, they wouldn't see you because they'll throw it away and kept their old one. Versus now, when you all are coming into appliance repair, you can start your business today, and customers will know by this afternoon that you out here and you running the business. It wasn't like that when I got started. When I got started, you had to really do guerrilla marketing. You had to, like I wrote in my book, I had to set on the back of a truck and with a stack of flyers like that, and go to a neighborhood and put a flyer on everybody's mailbox and everybody's door in that whole neighborhood. That's what I had to do. Want no Google or nothing. And so yeah, so times have changed. You can start your business now. Now it's easy. It's easy to get into a community. Easy to get into a community now with technology. Uh, North Appliance. Some tech told me the warranty work is poor man. Some tech told me the warranty work is poor man hustle. Annoyed me, but what do you do? What do you annoyed me? But what do you do? What do you think about that, Mike? No, I think third party warranties is a great way to learn the trade and to get started. Let me say this right here. We can a lot of times we like for everybody to think that we have money and and we got working capital and this and that. Working capital with appliance repair and you running a business ain't no $2,000. No, I got $2,000 ain't gonna do nothing for you if you're gonna try to go out here and start doing COD work. You can get two or three control boards, you got to go out here and run 5 or 6 calls a day. You can get three control boards here, three control boards there, and next thing you know, you 4,000. You might be $3,000 out by the time you pay gas and all. You might be $3,000 out before you get your money back, and then you can't order parts and all. You start off with the warranty work, third party warranty work, to actually learn the trade and to get your cash up, to get you a buffer, so you can have some operating capital. So you have somewhere about $5,000 to $10,000 to operate out of, because we don't have the money. So that's why I tell you all to go there because we don't have the money, and I don't want you to get caught out there and don't have any money there. And sometimes I know with me, I didn't have the money and I didn't have the credit to go out there and actually get a credit card or any of that stuff because at that point in time I didn't have a job, uh, and I was so afraid. I had just bought a house and all that stuff, and I was so afraid to mess with my credit because I didn't know at that time if my wife and I needed a car or something. I didn't want to go get a credit card, mess that up, and then if we needed a car, I couldn't go get a loan for a car because that's what's going through my mind. So I didn't want to mess with any of that. So I bootstrapped my way up. It got to a point where I had enough cash to actually go transition over to CODs. I had enough cash to pay cash for cars. So all that stuff I was worried about eventually took care of itself. But starting off, I don't want you to get out here and get the capping and telling people you got money and this and that. And next thing you know, it don't take long for a business to go through your money. You saw what's Glendon Cameron. If you watch Glendon Cameron, he went out there with $400,000. He had $400,000 cash on a business that's supposed to be pretty simple. Just starting a car rental business where you're not building it out. All you're doing is buying cars, throwing them on the platform. And it ate that 400,000 like it was nothing in less than a year. that 400,000 was gone. I mean, it evaporated out of his hand. You take $400,000 cash and turn it into nothing. And so if you just starting a business and you just getting started, it don't take long to run through no money. And you having money, and if you don't know what you're doing for business, it'll run through it. So that's why I don't want you to do that. Because if and he started businesses before, and it killed his 400,000 went through his hand like water. And so you're gonna come out and try to run a business that you never done before, off of $300 and this and that. Nah, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. So because something's gonna happen to your vehicle, something's gonna happen and put you in the bottom. All right. Greg B, that popcorn fire. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're gonna have to bring. I'm gonna try to bring that out with me. Oh, okay. Big ATK. My mama gonna stop by. She's been hearing me brag on how good your ice cream is. Thanks, I appreciate it. I really appreciate that. All right. Mike, have you ever read Black Titan about A.G. Gaston of Birmingham, Alabama? For most of the last century, he was the richest black man in America. Very inspirational. Yeah, I have. He done a lot with. He put up a lot of the bail money and stuff for people doing civil rights too. And Mike, are you gonna have to make a few autograph copies for folks to get it? Yeah, I will. I will have some here at the store, and I will sell some autograph copies. And that's still wild and crazy when people ask me for autographs. And also, I don't see him in, but I want to shout out the young man and his wife that came from California. It's funny. Saturday, I get a phone call, and it's one of the alumni. He called. He's over in California, and he's from California, but they're closing something, some land or some family business over in Salisbury, North Carolina. That's out near Charlotte, about 3 hours away. And he called me and he said, "Hey man, I'm here for this weekend. I want to meet you. I'm driving up there to where you at. Can you come by the store?" And at that time, I was at home, but I told him, I said, "Yeah, I usually come back to close the store. I'll be back by the time the store get ready to close." By the time I got here, a few minutes later, he was popping up. But yeah, I want to thank them for coming up. But I get that quite a bit where people coming through from faraway cities, and they stopping through Appliance Boot Camp, and they want to see the boot camp. It's funny. It's funny when they come through. They see the names. They see the BK. They see the BK from the Rockies name. They see DCNF. They see Slick. They see One Stop Mike. They see all these people names that they've been looking at on YouTube all this time. They see their names. You'd be surprised how long they sit there and just read the names and recognize you all, and can't believe you all came through and signed the wall. I always find that amazing. And even the workers in the ice cream parlor, they actually surprised too when somebody comes. They afterwards when they leave, they ask me where they from, California. They came to see you, Mr. Sneak. They came to see me. They always surprised, and they always surprised too. Uh, 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 some people have gotten, they know the number to the ice cream parlor, so sometimes they'll call, and they ask us, Mr. Sneed there, or they ask us the owner there, and then like ask the phone is somebody from off of YouTube. That's I didn't think I'd catch you at the ice cream parlor, but I tried. I tried the boot camp. I done here. I can't believe I'm talking to you, and and you know, at one point in time, my family, especially my wife, when people were calling, I said, "I'm going. I gotta go to the store. I gotta go meet somebody." They'd be like, "You're not afraid they're gonna do something?" I said, "Nah, they just want to see us because of Appliance Boot Camp. They see us on the internet and stuff. So at first they were kind of skeptical and scared about it. And when it first happened with JT and I, when people just start popping up. And I say popping up when you sitting in there and somebody come knock on the door and they be like, come in, and they would just sit down and start talking to us. Just normal conversation. So I think they know JT. JT think they know me. And then maybe a minute or two in, we ask, where you from? And oh, I'm from one guy's from Tennessee. Oh, now you say he's from Nashville. So I'm thinking Nashville. We got Nashville, North Carolina. I said, you up near Rocky Mount? No, Tennessee. Oh, okay. Well, you just passing through, uh, stopping. No, I saw y'all on video this morning live, and I ain't have nothing to do, so I decided I'd ride up here and talk to you all. So we got that. And one time, a guy came from New Jersey. He came down, and we same thing. We had done a live. He came to New Jersey, came from New Jersey, and got a hotel room and stayed out there with us for a day or two. And so you got to see that. If that time we was kind of a little nervous, so we started locking the doors. But now I'm actually used to it, and I actually enjoy it that they call and they talk. And it's kind of like I don't think I'm that type of celebrity thing like that, but it's kind of like back in the days. They were on the back of the cassette tapes. They would have if you saw Ruthless Records, they have the address and the phone number, and we used to call the phone number. Sometimes you call the phone number, the artist will pick up, but they, no, because no, hey, you call MC Ren might pick up and answer the phone, and you'd be like, damn, this Ren, and you can actually talk to people like that. So this is something still too, when somebody actually looking at you and they watching you, and then they can actually come here and talk to you and it's good. It's good. It's a good thing. Bronson Appliance Repair. Hey, how you doing, Bronson? Can't wait for the book, Mike. Shout out to ABC family and all extended families. Okay, thanks. All right. That's the link there in the chat. Also, it's in the description if you want to get the book. That's the link right there for the actual T-shirt if you want to get the T-shirt. Mike, I know that you're not the most religious person, but you truly received a blessing to be able to write about ABC into it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. It's crazy. And like I say, a lot of that stuff, I don't like to, tell some people because it gets to a point where you might seem a little psycho crazy. After I shared the book to the actual book club on Friday, I had a young lady that stayed back and we were talking, and she had done the same thing. She had a book, and she's writing her stuff out, and a lot of her stuff is coming to life too. And I was telling her I was embarrassed to tell people about the book, and I was embarrassed to read it, and she was asking why, and I was like, well, because I said, sometimes you feel kind of weird that you do stuff like this. And I was telling her like say for instance the ice cream parlor. You all saw that when I with the ice cream parlor. I didn't know what it was going to be. I thought one time it would be a nail salon. I thought it was going to be an office. I thought I was just going to make a whole YouTube thing out of it. I didn't know. So what I've done, I thought it was going to be a barber shop. I was going to build it out, let my nephew put a barber shop in. I didn't know. So eventually you saw what I've done. Actually, you can go back and look at the old videos. I will actually just come in during the day and actually just sit in the building. And I'll just sit there. And I'll sit there at night. And you saw me shooting videos out of it, shooting videos out of the building there and in this and here in the Appliance Bootcamp, where I'm shooting videos after the demo because I don't know what it's going to look like, and I'm waiting for the vision to come, and then and I feel stupid for saying saying it now. It sounds crazy, but it's also true. Jesus, I sound crazy, but it's also true. I sit in the empty building, and I sit here at night, and I sit here during the day, and and just sit here, and and eventually the vision will come, and I can actually see it. I can see it just as clear as I'm sitting here now. I saw this building. I saw everything I see here. I saw it. The ice cream parlor. I saw it. I know where we're going to be at in 3 to 4 years. I've seen it, and so I get a clear vision of what it's going to look like, what it needs to be. Then from there, all I'm doing is just building. I got the picture in my head. I still got the picture in my head, and all I'm doing then is just building it, just building it out to actually to actually from the picture that I see in my head. I just putting all the stuff in place, and it sounds stupid and crazy, but it's the truth. That's you almost have to teleport yourself into the future, and then come back and actually build it, and then you get there. And now you start telling people that you sound stupid. And the same thing when when you're doing that, when you're doing that, and your family and friends come by and they say, somebody come looking for me, and they say, go down, he down there in his building, and they come down your building, and you sitting in the middle of the, you got a chair sitting, sitting, just sitting in the building, riding the dilapidated building around you. You just sitting in there, not saying anything, just sitting there, and they knock on the door, and you tell them to come in. What you doing? No, man, just sitting here thinking. So they start thinking this guy's crazy sitting in here, and same thing. Then once the vision comes, you're happy and you start telling people what you're gonna do, and you start putting it together, and then it really becomes crazy because then they looking at you. I don't know how many people, family and friends, I took over there to the ice cream parlor. Man, you crazy. You can't do that here. Same thing with the appliance boot camp. The couple of classes, um, the couple of classes that came here when I when I first purchased it, and we were standing in the middle of here. It's just a rotten down building, and that building was rotten. And I'm telling them what it's going to be like and what it's going to do. And some of them saw it. Some of them said, "Yeah, he's gonna be good." I know a lot of them said, "This guy's crazy to spend his money here." But we was able to do it, and I brought it. I got it to where it was at, and that. Let me leave that alone for y'all. Y'all have me committed before long. But anyway, congratulations, Mike. I know that new book will do well, and I can't wait to get my copy. Thanks. Like I said, you can pre-order it. And it's everything that I've done here. DCNF, what's up, Mike and ABC fam? Hey, how you doing? Congratulations on the new contract. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Mr. Mechanical, what salute, Mike. Hey, how you doing? Thank you, Travanis Ray. Thanks. What type of appliances will we be trained on at the Appliance Bootcamp? The Appliance Bootcamp, if you come to the hands-on live event that we have here, you got all the appliances. If you come into the Appliance Bootcamp minicamp, there we're not able to take all the appliances there. The actual appliances that you're going to get, that's going to appliance training you get is the online. The online is the appliance training. When I get there, what I'm doing, I'm actually clearing up any issues you might have with actually getting started with your business, the structure with the business, how to actually operate, run it, and helping you with the actual blueprint of it, how you actually implement it. Your actual hands-on that you're going to get, they have hands-on there. So if you want to do some hands-on, they're going to have GE, they're going to have, I think SSG going to be doing some hands-on. With me, your hands-on is going to be go get you a contract and get you 1 or 2 stops per day. And that's where you're going to get your hands-on. I'm at that you're getting the actual appliance training from the online, and if you get down there to the actual mini camp, I'm there just to answer and clear up questions and give you a thorough introduction to the blueprint. Congratulations on the ice cream contract, Mike. Well done. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. My app. What is up, Mike and ABC fan? Mike, congratulations on the ice cream contract. Thanks. Yeah, we made. They got a little small freezer. They only They only do four flavors. So we gave them first initial flavors. Going forward, they starting right now with 1.5 gallons, but going forward, they're gonna be going through that pretty quick. They're gonna be have to do like the 3 gallons, but yeah, they're good. How you doing? Tiggs 9802. What's up, Mike? All right. Thanks for the ice. Thanks. I appreciate it. Brian Garrett. Hey, Mike, your story is impactful. I appreciate when you talk straight to the brothers. No disrespect to no other culture, but we're the ones that have been deprived and hurt the most in this country. Yeah, yeah, you all have. We all. I say you. Shit, I say you all. We have, and that's one of the things that I have to. That was one of the things that I had to make a how can I say it? Starting off, several times I had been approached. No, I, you might not want to say because I always say that. Hey, I'm speaking now to African American guys because y'all are 90% of the people who buy my stuff. So I have to talk directly to the majority of the customers. And so a lot of times I was told might not want to go that way because you might push other people off from buying from you. And I was like, well, if they ain't buying right now, why am I going to push off my customer base that is buying? So if I got 90% of them buying and they buying well, so I'm gonna keep going to where I'm getting them at, and rather than throw them away and try and alienate them with the hopes that somebody else will actually will buy the product. So I had to actually make that decision, and it was the best decision I made to actually uh, to actually build me a base. Because what happened, because I have really built a base, and with that base now, we have gotten to be very uh, we have a lot of influence now because we have built a base, and because of that, I have protection in that base, and the alumni and all that have protection within that base. Versus if I hadn't have done that, um, it could easily get to the point where we could maybe got pushed off. We could have got pushed off of this thing because, like I say, um, it's no it's no secret that a lot more African Americans and a lot more women have came into the appliance repair field in the last couple of years, and it is a direct reflection from myself, uh, TML, and Mike Check to put this out here. And then you had DCNF. We started putting it out first, and then you had DCNF, and then you got Miss Ward, then you got Lamar. Now you got all of them out here pushing that stuff. And not only that, you got Terry the electrician and all them. Now they're getting traction in a lot of the mainstream places like their own classic line with Erica Williams and stuff. JT channel has gotten to be humongous, and but my videos still run through there, and I still get a lot of people coming in from there. So we are bringing a lot of people in. But the good thing about it, we bringing in a lot of great people in here too. We're just not bringing numbers; we're bringing great people in a great way that's doing great things. So with that, those people have became industry leaders, and they mentor a lot of other people who don't look like us, which is great. So now we have now we now have proven ourselves that we deserve to be here, and ain't nobody ain't no that's one thing too. All of us We have not got no affirmative action. We have not got no minority loans. We ain't got no set asides. Not that I know of. I know I ain't never got one. I've never gotten any of that. All of us, if we here, we've done it. We put the work in to be here. It ain't been no special set aside for us to get in here. And we put the work in to get into this thing. Ain't no third party warranty giving us no contract because we African American or anything. We ain't getting no benefits. Ain't nobody calling us to fix their appliances for no minority quota. They calling us because we do a great work. So we've earned the right to be here, and so with that, I got a good base. I got a good base, and it's lovely, if you get attacked and stuff, your base step up for you. That's why I was so proud when that happened with James and people went there and surrounded him, and protected him and say, hey, nah, not this one, like so many times people could do that and you be out there by yourself. And people back in the days, if you was working for somebody and you got sideways with people with the higher ups and this and that. Other people like you will shy away from you because they didn't want no stray bullets. They said, man, you don't talk to him because he hot right now. So you be out there by yourself. Uh, Versus now when that happened, people came up and from there, like I say, the interview Miss Ward done with him, where you got to see this is a bright young man. This is a guy that's very bright and that everybody rally around and protect and everybody, not just African Americans, everybody did, and that's the way it is, and that's the difference right now with appliance repair trade versus all the other skilled trades. All the other skilled trades require a contractor's license. They still got the gate. They got gatekeepers where they locking the gates down. They don't want nobody else coming in. Versus here, where we don't have the gatekeepers, we are the most diverse and the most progressive trade it is right now because of that. All of us get along. All pretty much. I'm an electrician. I know I'm an electrical contractor. I don't even know all the electrical contractors in Clayton, more or less Wake County. We don't talk. You might see them at the supply house and stuff, but you don't really have interaction. Versus this appliance repair field, we know everybody right now. Just about everybody in the field uh, all across the United States. We all know each other, and that's great. And we all share a life. Everybody is working together, and most of it is it's a lot of harmony coming in. Now you have some people, the older people some older people who um, uh, might not take well to the changes that's coming. But for the most part of it, everybody wants to do well, and everybody happy to do well, and so that's what makes this appliance repair thing great. It's a brotherhood amongst It's bringing. I'll be honest. You all are bringing the whole industry back, bringing the whole industry together. Um, bringing the whole industry together where everybody is room for everybody. Like me, I like entrepreneurship. I like entrepreneurship. That's what I teach. But it's some people rather just be a technician. A matter of fact, I was looking at my sub. Let me see what. Let me look at this real quick. So let me pull this up. I was looking at my sub. What they actually made last month. Let me see what they made. What one of them made last month. And I said, shit, that's why they want to stay a sub. No, one week he brought home 1560, 1500, 1740, 1440. So, yeah, some people say, hey, I'd rather just be a sub and bring home that amount of money every week cash and do two or three stops a day on my own. So they do five for me, maybe do one or two for themselves, and they don't want that headache of running the business. So me telling people to go start business ain't gonna run everybody off to start businesses. But it's room for everybody. Everybody do their thing. But it's the one or two people who needs the one or two people not going to be a good technician. I'm not a good employee for nobody. I'm honest. I'm not a good employee for nobody. Um, uh, and so for me telling me to be a great technician ain't going to work. I'll be a terrible employee for somebody right now. Yep, they are awesome. Okay. Um, Roy, I started with a warranty company. How can I charge more than the $90 they want to pay? You gotta actually you gonna have to call in to the third. You got to if you start with a third party warranty company, you're gonna have to call in and you're gonna have to get authorization. You're gonna have to line item charge them for everything. So if they charge you $90 per repair, if you're doing a heater element, you're gonna have to charge $90 for the heater element, $90 for the operating thermostat, $90 for the high limit fuse. You're gonna change the whole system and charge them $90 each. And so if you charge them $90 each for three components in there, that give you right at $270, and you just build them out 250. How long is the mini course? Just one day. It's one day at the actual hands on, but you get the actual online version for 90 days. The mini course is not for you to get that online and set on it. It's for you to get it and get out there and start making money and get moving. And then from there, you meet me there and I clear up anything problems you having out there in the field. Okay, they networking. Uh, Brandon knows. Can you talk a little bit about the seal system course? Should you get familiar with appliance repair? Yeah. Oh, good lord. Yeah. No. Seal system is advanced. Is advanced course. You need to know refrigeration and how refrigeration works before you even think about seal system. If you just getting started, don't worry about seal system. Learn how to repair a refrigerator first. Then you get at seal system later. Triggs 9802. I watched Glendon. Yeah, yeah. Uh, can you still choose your own schedule working with a warranty company? Well, you make your own schedule when the customer calls. Um, yeah, so uh, you run your own business. So when you get a third party, if you got a third party warranty call and you call the customer, you tell them what times you have available to come out and let them choose. You tell if you're doing afternoon calls, you just tell them, hey, I got Wednesday from 4 to 6. I got Thursday between 4 to 6, and I got Friday between 4 to 6. Or if you're doing weekends, you can give them the weekend 2 hour block or whatever. They choose what day they want, and those are the days that you have. As long as you offer them something within 48 hours, they have to accept it. They ain't saying that you have to be there on their schedule. They have to be there as long as you give them something within 48 hours. So they have to go to your schedule. Yep, there you go. Yes, you're the contract. You set the schedule. A lot of it that's uh, 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 that's a lot of it. With the mentality of coming from an actual W-2 worker to an actual business owner, thinking that somebody telling you what your schedule is. They don't care. You run your own business. You set your own schedule. So. Um, Salam Sharif. Hey, how you doing, Salam? Yeah, I talked to you on the phone. It was kind of weird talking to you after seeing you on your video. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you still turning the rooms upstairs into the apartment? No, I'm not. I actually sold. I sold those buildings. Matter of fact, I sold that building, and I'm actually I got an offer right before I came. Right before I came online, the other building I got an offer for more. Evidently, they're having a bid more for more than what I was asking for. So it went for more than what we was asking. So evidently they must have gotten into a bidding war. So the other building, I just signed the offer for that for more than what we were asking for. Some people start bidding on it. So no, I actually sold it. I wanted, it's funny. I sold it now. I wish I had a kept it, but I had too much going on to actually to go finish that, to finish up the houses I got, and to get the ice cream parlor where I need to be at, and get the appliance boot camp where I need to be at. So with that, I had to actually free up some of my schedule, my capacity. I'll be turning 50 this year, and I'm on the place where I'm trying to wind down and get more into my retirement. So my wife and I, we looked at it and we found out what it is I needed to complete to get our retirement ready. And for that, it was just going to take too much and take. Not only was it going to take a lot more money to finish that, it was going to take a lot more of my time and capacity to finish that. So once I was able to get that off my plate, I was able to put more time and effort into the ice cream parlor, and with my son. Like I say, I have a son that has some special needs, so I happen to spend a little bit more time with him right now. So that gives me time to get him where he needs to be at, and and that's one of the things that we're actually working at. I'll be 50 this year. My wife is 45. She'll be 46. But we're in the process now. We got to get the ice cream parlor streamlined. So if something was to happen to her or myself, the kids are able to move on and keep it going, and he's able to continue working there. So that's where I got to put my focus in, to making sure that if something happens to me, that's able to keep moving, and he's able to keep employed. Okay. Yep, I charge AHS 250 a call for area appliance retouch. My service call rate is $85, and I charge $85. Yep, that's what I've been doing for years. Been doing it for years. Yep, decent enough. Never take the flat rate. You may be trouble because most warranties don't renegotiate rates, but you should try nevertheless. There you go. There you go. All right. Ain't that working? Where are the techs that are doing 10,000 per week? How many jobs is that? 10,000 per week, depending on what type of jobs you're doing. That's about $2,000 per day, depending on what type of jobs you're doing. If I was doing nothing but seal systems, I that'd be about two jobs, 2 to 3 jobs a day. I would It would take for me to do that. If I'm doing, you have some days where I can bump up around. I could bump up around 2,000 just doing repairs. But it's gonna be a couple of double hitters and stuff in there. Meaning, when I say double hitters, I'm doing a washer and a dishwasher, washing and a dryer. I'm doing a couple of appliances at somebody's house. I can get up around 2,000 per day that way. Um, but yeah, you have some weeks you hit the 10,000. You but a lot of times if I'm doing that, I'm humping, I'm more. I can run like that for a little bit, but it takes the best of me. Most of the time, when I was a one man shop, just totally by myself, I stayed about between 15 to 20,000 a month is where I was stayed at as a one man shop, and no, that was great. That was great money. If you bring home 15 to 20,000 cash, and then as I had subs and stuff, it always been 20, 20, 20 to about 40, 20 to 40 a month where you would stay at. So that's about 2 subs. You get about 2 subs, you're gonna be staying somewhere about 20 to 30, 20 to 40. One sub about 15 to 20 is where if you're doing it every day and you get your head down grinding, that's where you'll be at per month. There you go, Miss Ward. What's up, Miss Ward? I was just telling them, man. I don't know what happened this weekend, but man, you put out some bangers this weekend. You were not playing. You've been putting out some bangers. Really appreciate the information you're putting out there. $250 average call coming from large city, so that's a bit low, but thanks. Okay, all right. Charlie Simpson, about how much you doing per average on a call, and what city are you in? Solid steps to wealth. Yes, so we're clear. Miss Ward is a product of Appliance Bootcamp. I'm proud alumni representing every day. Thanks, we appreciate that. We appreciate it. We're based off numbers. We base our numbers off the model. Of course, it fluctuates, but it's a good estimate, no doubt, no doubt. Makes sense. That's still for a week, which is doable. 40 a week, which is doable. Let's get to this 10,000 per week. Is it is possible? Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. You can definitely do it. Oh, there you go. You hit it 2,000. You hit it 2 weeks ago. There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. What would you estimate the cost to be to buy all the tools to get started in appliance repair? Uh, Appliance repair, you can become addicted to tools. Harbor Freight, Northern Tools, Tractor Supply. You will never stop buying tools. Amazon, oh my God, you will never stop buying tools. You become like Hank Hill on King of the Hill. The hardware store and tool store is gonna be your candy store. You're gonna always buy tools. But the tools that you need to get started to running your business, basic tools, you can get started with less than 200 dollars worth of tools is all you need to get started. Way less than $200 to get started in this thing. But like I say, that's just getting base tools. But as you start to do this stuff and work in the trade, you're gonna always be buying tools. You're gonna become a tool freak. You're gonna become a tool freak. You're gonna love tools. You're gonna love them. And it's funny. I would never thought I would be like that. Where 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 you get a new tool and you're just so anxious to use it. You want to use that new tool. Just to try it out. Yeah, so you'll never stop looking. Oh, good Lord, yeah, yeah. We hear one. Charlie Simpson is doing a one stop, and he's doing between 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. Yeah, I don't run like that. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. You can do that. I'm running. I'm gonna start at 10. I'm gonna be home at 4. I'm gonna do a 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, a 1 o'clock, a 2 o'clock, and a 3 o'clock. Um, in my early days, I ran like that. I can't do it now. It's stuff I like to do, especially now. Tomorrow, I'm gonna mow my grass. I'm gonna mow my grass. I'm gonna probably mow it. I probably mow it tomorrow afternoon. So I want to get back to mow my grass, and I like to cook on the grill. So I want to get back put some stuff on the grill. So I'm not gonna be running nothing late like that. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna be out there late like that now. I've done it in my earlier days. Now it don't take that much for me and my wife to live now. So and I'm okay and I'm happy. So I let y'all run those long hours. Yeah, that's great what you're doing. Yeah, total cost 3 to 500, depending on what you like. Yeah, there you go, decent enough. They do about 45 to 70 calls a week in one business. 20. Man, y'all killing it, man. There you go. That's good, decent enough. That's good. Yeah, if you hadn't already, check out the interview to Miss Ward and Magnolia repair appliance and home bid. Go over to his channel and subscribe. Great interview. Y'all done a great job, man. Man, y'all killing it. Uh, Man, decent enough. Y'all killing it, man. That's good. Uh, wow. It took time, but we got started at the right time, and that helped a lot. My area had a high need for a good appliance repair business. Okay, that's good. I'm getting ready to get out of here. Uh, and see, yeah, I'd like to know that too. Brandon knows. Charlie, where are you located? How long you been in the game? if you all come to Atlanta, if you all come down to Atlanta to the mini camp, um, you'll get to see all these guys. A lot of these guys, you'll get to see them. A lot of the guys that don't come on to the that don't comment into the channel. A lot of them that don't come on and comment to the channel or call in, who are very very bright and doing some great things. You get to meet some of them too. And just the um, uh, just the camaraderie that we have, and to be around everybody and stuff, and get this energy, uh, uh, the energy that you feel right now in the chat, and the energy that you see when we come on. Just imagine when you're in presence and you can feel that, and you feel genuine love, where everybody is happy and glad that you're doing well. We have a genuine love for each other. It's good. It's good. Yeah, I want to hold some too, Miss Ward from DC. Now he killing it. He killing it. Charlie Simpson. Okay, he's out of Toronto. Been doing it 9 years. Young guy. Oh man, Jesus Christ, man. Great job, man. Great job, Charlie. Great job. Great job. That is good. That is great. DCF say the blueprint is the truth. Thanks. And DC Charlie had answered some questions DC and that. But once again, I want to thank everybody for coming on. If you hadn't already, sign up for Appliance Bootcamp. We got the mini camp going on, $500. You get the online version for 90 days. You can meet us down in our first stop is Atlanta. Our second stop, I think, is either going to be Houston or it's going to be Vegas. It's going to be one of those two because we want to go there before it get too hot. So I'll be making that announcement in the next week or so, which one we're going to. But I want to thank everybody for tuning in, all the alumni, all the great stuff you all are doing. I can't wait to get down to Atlanta. Like I say, Reggie hit me up right before I came on live and said he got 100 people already registered coming there. And I know about 60 people who have told me directly that they're coming. I don't know if they registered with Reggie and stuff, but I can't wait to get down there to Atlanta, and fellowship with everybody, hang out. Uh, if you hadn't already, sign up. Also, like I say, help us get the word out about appliances, all the opportunities in the appliance field. Buy our shirts. The link is in the description. You can buy the shirt. And then if somebody asks you about what is appliance boot camp, you can then use that as an icebreaker, or to bring awareness about the appliance repair field and all the opportunities in the appliance repair field. So do that. And Triggs 92. I'm going, but how do you register? Reggie has a link. Um, if you go to the community page, it's a link that you can hit to register, or just show on up. They would like to get a head count so we'll know, especially food wise, how much food and stuff we need to have there. But Reggie has a link, and I got it in the community page where you can click on, and it takes you direct there. I'll post it back again in the community page for everybody to click on, and you can just come on out. Okay. Um, but once again, yeah, sign up, get the shirt, bring awareness to appliance repair, and also if you want to order the book, it's the first series of my blueprint book. Is how to start an appliance repair business. You can go ahead and get that book, and the next one coming out will be the ice cream parlor. After the ice cream parlor, be the kettle corn, and we'll go on through all of the blueprint series. So once again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on Thursday.